Hello my friends. This is the third installation of the Get Back to Basics yoga video for beginners or for people who just want to settle it down and simplify. So today we're going to focus on the warriors that you typically find in a yoga practice. Warrior 1, Warrior 2, and Warrior 3. We'll begin by warming up with the vinyasa. So I hope that you watch video 2 because that breaks down the vinyasa in a really simple way. I'll mention some of the cues here, but if you haven't yet, go back. It's only like a 10-minute video. Watch that one. All right, let's get started. So we are going to get started here. Let's take a down, we'll come onto our knees. So drop onto your knees. We're just going to lift up head, heart, and tail, and then round your spine, drop your head, peel your hips back. You're in tabletop, doing cat and cows. Inhale, lift head, heart, and tail. Drop the middle spine. Exhale, round your spine, and pull it back towards your heels. Let's go one more time. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, feel your abdomen. It's working hard for you. Lift it up, pull it back. Very good. Neutral spine, tabletop. Roll over those toes. Just press back a little bit into them. Lift your knees off the floor. Feel your core engaged. You want that every time you're moving into downward dog. Keep that core engaged. Lift your knees up. Downward facing dog. Knees bent is a great idea. I'd stay there. Take a full breath in. Take a look at your feet and turn your heels slightly away from one another. Now we talked about in video 2, a drishti, a gaze point, a place to put your eyes. So find that here. It helps calm and soothe the nervous system. So that's all good news, right? Think about, when you're moving through things fast, like on a ship or in a car, and you put your eyes on the horizon. Such good news that it helps the nervous system decompress, unwind. One more breath here. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, bend your knees even more deeply. Step up to the top of the mat. Feet hip width distance. Now, I gotta say, you might be in a class and they'll say, put your big toe joints together. That's fine. It's not so generous to the low back. And I'm about generosity, so I'm gonna say, feet hip width distance, better for your low back. Core is engaged. Come forward, bend your knees, drop your head, drop your hands, big breath in, shake your head side to side, land here into your day. Halfway lift, inhale, peel back through your shoulders. Exhale, come to a high plank. Finger bones move away from one another. You're on the balls of the feet. Modify by dropping your knees down. Otherwise, knees are off the floor, core is engaged. Come forward half an inch, lower halfway down, shoulders at elbow height. Then turn your toes back, either upward dog or cobra. So cobra, you're going to be closer to the earth, elbows pin back. Upward dog, elbows a little straighter. Your legs can still be on the floor, or you can lift them off of the floor and breathe here. Open the chest. Good. Downward facing dog. Big breath in. Send that breath out. Long breath out. One more breath. Inhale. And exhale it out. Now, let's step the right foot forward. Spin your back heel to the floor. Look at your heels. So you want your right heel to line up with your back heel. And you want your left toes, your back toes, to point towards the top left corner, kind of the top of the mat, but sort of more 45-degree angle out. Here's the key, you guys. Make sure your knee is in agreement with your second toe. Then press down through your right heel and lift your arms up to the ceiling. You can have them open, out like that, pinky finger spin in. You can join them together. It's a little more intense. Just see what feels right. Now, you might hear people say, square your hips to the front. I encourage you not to square your hips to the front. Squaring your hips to the front is too much torque on the knee. So we want health of our joints, more important, right? Then have the pose look a certain way. What you want to do is keep the knee pointing with the toes, and then just gently draw the right ribs slightly back to the right. Arms up. It's a beautiful hip opener. One more breath. Press through that right heel. Engage your right glute. Exhale, hands to your heart. Open it out. Warrior 2. So warrior two, you do a little shimmy dance with your feet. So your right heel lines up with the inner arch of your back foot, as if you could draw a line, tick, 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 right there. And then your back foot in warrior two, more parallel to the back of the mat. So the back edge is more parallel, looking like the back of the edge of the mat. And then you kick back your heel just a 1/4 inch. So you get this nice inner spiral of your back leg. Right knee goes straight. Press down through the right heel. And just make sure your right knee is not buckling in. If our hips are tight, the right knee will want to buckle in, but don't let it. Let's develop our strength and our serenity. Arms out to the side, palms face the floor. Make sure you're engaging your right glute, okay? Really important for the patella tendon. Email me or leave a comment if you want to know more about that bit of good news. Classic gaze is over your front hand. I say that, but if it doesn't feel good for your neck, look forward, like face where your hips are, or even down. So that's your classic gaze. Take a big breath here. Exhale the breath out. Spin your right palm to the ceiling. Take your back hand, drop it to the back of your thigh or even behind you, and reach your right arm up to the ceiling and back. Stretch it open. Feel the gorgeous stretch to the side body. Really nice, you guys. And then here we go. High plank. Ready? Take it down. High plank with or without knees. Low plank. Send your toes back. Upward facing dog or cobra. Knees on or off. Roll over those toes. Downward facing dog. Drop your head. Take a big breath in. Exhale the breath out. Spin your triceps towards your heels. Biceps towards your ears. Breath in. Breath out. One more here. Allowing any furrowing of the brow to go. Any furrowing in the forehead. Just release it. Exhale everything out. Step your left foot. Step it forward. Plug in through that left heel. Drop your right heel so the heels line up in warrior one. And again, that's classic alignment. You can widen the stance. If it feels better, move the back foot to the right. But don't send it the other way, okay? Push. So make sure your left toes now, your back toes are pointing to the top right corner of the mat. Plug in through that right heel and lift yourself up. Inhale, reach up. Exhale. Remember, you don't want to square the hips, but you do want to gently draw the left ribs to the left now. You can have your arms open or together. Plug in through that heel. I know we're holding these a little long, but just because it's basic or beginner doesn't mean it's necessarily easy. So be kind to you, use your breath, and offer yourself this opportunity to just land here and to dance with whatever you have coming up, whatever the experience is. One more big breath. Inhale and exhale. Hands to your heart. Open it out. Warrior two. Land in it. Left heel lines up with the inner arch of the back foot. Back foot parallel to the back of the mat. Kick the back heel back. Sink into that left heel. Engage the left glute. And press down through the center of that left heel. And then arms can come out alongside you. And breathe here. Make sure the left knee is tracking wide. Another full breath. Inhale. Exhale. Good. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Reverse. Back hand comes to the back of your leg. Spin your left palm to the ceiling. And then lift up. Lift up. Feel those side ribs. Those are your intercostals. So good. So healthy. You're opening them. Excellent. And then high plank we go. Low plank we know. Upward dog. Inhale. Lift that heart. And downward facing dog. Exhale. Big breath in. Long breath out. Find your composure, get your bearings, take another breath. Exhale, come onto the balls of your feet, bend your knees deeply, look up to the top of your mat and walk up there. Halfway lift, inhale, forward fold, exhale. So I'm also gonna teach you Utkatasana today. I want you to send your shins back in Utkatasana. So hips go back, shins go back, arms reach up, breath in. Here we go for 3. So make sure the shins and knees are coming back. Core is engaged. 2, look down. Last one, inhale, stay for your exhale. Lift through the root chakra, come up to standing, inhale, and exhale, forward fold. Soft knees is a good idea. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank, low plank, upward dog. Inhale, downward facing dog as you exhale. Big breath in. And a long breath out. Right foot, warrior one, right side. Remember, heel to heel, arms up to the ceiling. Inhale, open to warrior two. Exhale. Reverse the warrior, palm spins up, come back. Yes, and then exhale, high plank. Keep your core with you now. Low plank, upward face. Inhale, downward facing dog. Exhale, shake your head side to side. Breath in, breath out. One more breath, inhale, and exhale the breath away. Step your left foot forward, take a warrior one, heels are aligned, right toes pointing to the top right corner, core is engaged, arms reach, inhale. Exhale, open to warrior two, rearrange those feet. Left heel lines up with the inner arch of your parallel back foot, arms out. Reverse the warrior. Up and back, spin that left palm up to the ceiling. Keep the tailbone descending. Very good. Exhale, high plank, low plank, upward dog. Inhale, downward facing dog. Exhale. 3 full breath here. Spin those triceps back to the heels. It's important because then you create broadness through the top of the shoulders. Bend your knees. Come on up to the top of the mat. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Weight is in the balls of the feet. Bend your knees. Utkatasana. Shins back. One breath. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, stay for your exhale. Inhale, up to standing. Utthita Hastasana. Exhale, forward fold all the way down. Shake your head side to side. We're going to do the flow one more time. We're going to hold each pose a little longer. Inhale, halfway lift. Go for your degree and your comfort level. Take your fingertips next to your toe tips, even if it means you have to bend your knees deeply. Step back one foot, then the other. High plank. Knees or no knees. Breathe. Top crown of your head reaches forward. Top of your head reaches forward. Heels reach back. Thighs are engaged. Core is engaged. Lower halfway down. Then send your toes back. Upward dog or cobra. Lift through the chest. Peel open through the collarbones. Breathe. Gaze is straight forward. You might see in books people are like throwing their head back. Not great for the trapezius muscles. So I want your yoga to be inspired by tradition and science, not just tradition. Spin your inner thighs up and then roll over those toes. Downward facing dog. Full breath here. Long breath out. Nice, you guys. Right foot, warrior one. Plant that right heel. Back heel lines it up. Back toes point to the top left corner. Plug in through that right heel. Remember to engage that right glute. Arms can reach up. Obviously, if it's too much on your shoulders, you bring your hands to your heart. No biggie. And breathe here. And let this pose in. Part of what we learn on the mat is a way to find our way home in discomfort, where, we might be in a pose too long or in a certain circumstance longer than we expected. And so we develop that inner fortitude, that inner composure to land in our own bodies, to offer ourselves peace, lift up a little more, breathing in and out through our nose. Inhale. Exhale, last big breath. Inhale. Exhale, hands to your heart. Maybe you can feel the beating of your own heart. That's beautiful. All right, you guys, we're going to move into warrior two. Walk that right heel up a little bit and then turn that left foot back. So now you've got this nice warrior two thing happening. You might need to rearrange it. And once you do, land in it. And see that your hip bones are right underneath your shoulders. So you're not tilting in this or leaning back in this. This is warrior two. It's got a lot of stability in it. And then open your arms and land in your pose. So when you land in your pose, the science shows us that when we stay in a pose for more than 60 seconds, we develop muscle fiber. When we stay in the pose more than 90 seconds, we get more bone density. So like 2 thumbs up. Thank you, yoga. Right? We all could use a little bit of that, right? Now, keep that right frontal hip bone lifting. Yeah, good. And then the right glute engaged, and breathe. And just notice how your body's processing this. If it becomes too much, take your arms down, bring them into Anjali Mudra, or straighten out your front leg, okay? So be kind to you as you cultivate an inner composure, as you cultivate that pathway to peace inside you. We all have it inside us. But sometimes the bramble bush of our lives, of the news, of the whatever's going on, gets in the way of that. So part of the practice is to allow us to come back to our own intelligence, our own wisdom. Use this opportunity right here to do that. Take a full breath in. Exhale the breath out. Reverse the warrior. So take your back hand either to the back thigh or your low back, your sacrum. Spin your right palm to the ceiling. Reach up and back and feel how that opens through the side body. So good. Press back through that left thigh. Don't let it bow forward. Press back, lift up. Very good. One more breath. Inhale. Tailbone's heavy. It's not tucked. It's just heavy. Different. And then exhale it out. Let's go. High plank. High plank. And biplank. We're going low. Upward dog. Inhale. Downward facing dog. Roll it over. Exhale. Big breath in. Long breath out. Pull the navel into the spine. Shake your head side to side. Full breath here. Long breath out. Now, you ready? Left foot. Let's do this. Put your left foot on the floor. Left heel lines up with the right heel. Right toes pointing to the top right corner. That's it. You get it. You know, it's like anything. You practice it, and it starts to become part of your second nature. So, press back through the right thigh. That's your back thigh. And lift up through the chest. And at the same time, you don't want to bow the ribs open. You want to drop the frontal ribs towards the frontal hip bones, as if you're sort of knitting them down and together. And then breathe here. Is your left glute engaged? Engage that thing. Okay, that's really important for your knee, the health of your knee. Breathe. Plug in through the heel of the left foot. 2 more breaths. Inhale through your nose. Push down through the outer edge of your back foot. Lift the back arch. Exhale. 1 more. Inhale. And exhale. Hands to your heart. Let's open this out. Warrior 2. So find your footing. You rearrange it so the left heel lines up with the inner arch of the back. And then your arms come out to the side. You got your rectangle here. So your hips right underneath your shoulders. Reach with your pinky fingers. When you reach with your pinky fingers, you get a little more length through the triceps. It activates it a little more. Push into the outer edge of the back foot. Sink into that left knee to your degree. Now you might be up here. That's cool. As long as that left glute is engaged and you're putting down through the left heel, you're doing great. Engage your core as well. And then if it feels right, you can go to right 90 degrees. You don't have to. You just have to make it yours. Get your breath involved and allow your mind to settle into this pose. 5 more breaths. Keep the breathing active. Don't wait for the pose to end or the quarantine to end or any of that. Just see if you can find the gift right here. It's like a little secret in life, finding the moment, even if you want to get moving. See what you can do for you. The beautiful psychological gift you're giving to yourself. 1 more breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Drop the back hand down. Turn the left palm to the ceiling. Reach up, reach back. Oh boy, so good. Drop the tailbone. So delicious. Feel that opening through the side ribs. Amazing. 1 more breath. Inhale. Very good, you guys. Exhale. Let's go. High plank. You're ready? We're gonna put it all together. Low plank, toes go back, lift up. Downward facing dog, full breath in. Shake your head side to side. So we're gonna go through with breath, one breath for each movement. So stay with you, but listen and see if these cues help you land into your pose a little more. Full breath in here. As you exhale, come up to the balls of your feet, bend your knees. No breath in you, come up to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana, drop your head. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose, shins back, arms up. Exhale, we'll just go right into the forward fold here. Exhale, drop it down. Inhale, halfway lift again. Exhale, fingertips next to toe tips, bend your knees. High plank, low plank, upward dog. Inhale, breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog, drop your head. Inhale here. Use your abdominal core to push all the breath out on your exhale. With no breath in you. Right foot, warrior one. Inhale as you sweep up. Lift that core. Exhale, open to warrior two. Exhale it all out. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Very good. Exhale, high plank. Low plank. Upward dog, inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale here. Exhale here. Left foot, warrior one. You're inhaling as you rise. You're exhaling as you open. Warrior two. Good. Reverse the warrior. Inhale, up and back. And exhale, high plank. Low plank. Keep exhaling. Upward dog. Inhale. And exhale. Downward facing dog. Really good work, you guys. Big breath in. Long breath out. One more breath. Inhale. And exhale it out. Step your right foot forward. We're just going to come up for Prasarita Padottanasana, which is a wide-legged forward fold. More of a cooling posture. Interlace your hands behind you so that you can try to move the heels of your hands together. Okay? Lift your chest, bend your knees, and come forward. Tip your pelvis right over your thigh bones, and then straighten your legs to your degree. Put the weight forward into the balls of your feet. Almost like you can do a forward fold. This interlaced hands will open your shoulders. Take a big breath. Inhale. Exhale. And you can move your fingertips. Maybe there's an opening through the shoulders. Two more breath. Inhale, squeezing your shoulders, shoulder blades together and tops of your shoulders away from your ears. Exhale. Last big breath. Inhale. And exhale it out. Release your hands. Place them on the floor. Drop your head to the floor, towards the floor, but engage your quadriceps, engage your thighs. So as your thighs go up, your head goes down. Take a full breath in. Exhale it out, peeling your shoulders away from your ears. One more breath. Inhale. And exhale. Really good. Halfway lift, then pivot. So your right foot faces forward. Step to a high plank and then press it back. Downward facing dog. Big breath in. As you exhale, drop your knees to the floor, wide knee, and then move into child's pose. Send your hips back. Drop your forehead to the floor. Big breath in. Long breath out. Another big breath here. And exhale, feeling the weight of your bones dropping. And then go ahead and peel yourself up, lie onto your back, and pull your knees into your chest and just sway side to side. You did so great. I am proud of you for being on this journey, and I'm grateful that you're doing it with me, so thank you. So go ahead and you can keep your feet bent, or your knees bent rather, for Shavasana, even if you have just a couple minutes. It's so important. If knees bent and hands down alongside you feels okay, but you want something different, you can extend your legs long down the mat. Have your toes pointing out to the sides, And you can have your feet as a mat width. You can have them as long as the mat width. And then arms classically come down alongside you. Palms spin to the ceiling, to the sky, and as a gesture of receptivity, you're receiving your own beautiful energy. You're offering yourself this amazing opportunity to come into your center, to be present with your own essence and energy. And from your heart, offer yourself a note of thanks. Thank you so much for doing something so healthy, so good for you. And not just for you, but for your family, for your friends, for your work. Because you'll now go forward with a little more centeredness. Because now you're in touch with you, your beautiful essence. So let your bones just settle and rest into the mat. Notice any ambient noise that may be happening in your surroundings, and just let it be. It's just life all around us. Letting it be. And you may rest here for several more minutes. I'm going to sign off now and say namaste.